Morning. So it's Monday morning and we're nearly into the first week of lockdown. And as with every Monday, I thought I would pop in and just have a little look at the energies this week and possible moments to look out for. Now, I need to pause, and that feels really relevant this week. I need to pause and check I'm being heard, that the sound is coming through, and that the message is loud and clear already. And what message is that? Well, this morning when I was tuning in with my daily meditation and daily guidance that I share in the group, what came through really clearly as I was sat in the energy of the archetype of temperance was very much less is more or less. Now, I want to explain that. And part of me doesn't want to explain that because it kind of goes against the grain of the whole ethos. So I want to show you. I want to show you. So just want you to take a moment in these busy times and place your feet on the floor. Take some deep breaths in and breathe out. So often we take the breath for granted. It is through the breath that our thoughts are heard and our prayers are answered. Breath is our connection to Great Spirit. It contains all of the elements. When we breathe in and out, our body becomes the medicine wheel, and we ignite within us chemical, emotional, physical responses. And when we breathe out, we release anything that is in excess. So just take a moment and really breathe into your belly. And hold it. And then breathe out. And hold it. Now breathe in and take an awareness to your body. Anywhere in your body you may feel stagnant, tight, taut, and just really breathe an awareness into that. Let that area fill with oxygen. And then breathe out anything you don't want to feel there. Less is more. So this morning when I was meditating, I managed to get up quite early and put it first, which felt really important before I did anything, to be aware of my own energy, in particular this week, and breathe. When I did the meditation and the prayers, they were very simple. They were with my breath. And what became very relevant is I breathed in, but breathed out more. I asked for my prayers, but then asked for others more. For me this morning, that became the emphasis of the balance that I needed. So just do that for a moment. Just breathe in, but breathe out longer. And breathe in. Taking as much as you need, but breathe out longer. And what you notice is your body starts to go into a different rhythm, a different beat in the brain, if you will. And rather than feeling anxious and fast and which is what a lot of us do when we are stressed, which is understandable in these times, we slow that breathing down and we come center. And when we do that, all the systems within our body reset. Our sympathetic systems reset. And we start to work at a rhythm that is good for our own health on all levels. So our mind becomes clearer, less anxious, less panic mode. Our body relaxes. And our essence starts to come together. So I want to share with you something that came through the other day in the group. For those that missed it in the group on the Womb Space Day, but also for those that aren't actually in the group, which I will share a link for if you want to join. A very, very, very simple meditation to bring all aspects of yourself together, but also align with what it is you are trying to achieve with an image that you can use as your guide. So I'm going to have a quick Often in life there are many things we believe we want or need in order to move forward. The less is more that was coming through today was very much about digging deeper, digging deeper. What is it they all have in common? Because without that trying to achieve something, we're not actually in alignment with the essence that is trying to be born. So I will give you an example. In the next few years, I will be running retreats, both online and out in the wild. And I say that now, and I say it because it is my truth. I can stand in that, I can feel it coming. And the reason I can feel it coming is the meditation I'm going to share with you. Once I had drawn attention to my mind, my body, and my essence, I gave it an image, and the image that came through was a guide that is going to help me attune to the energy I need to attune to in order to create what it is I'm trying to create. So the first thing is, let's do it as an example. So feet on the floor for me. I'm going to use some sprays, and the one that I'm going to use is actually upgrade and expansion, because there is so much energy trying to come in to take us to the next level. But the distractions are actually getting in the way. Imagine, if you will, you are stood there with several coats on, and these coats are your identity, your job, your home, who you are, what you came to do, how you feel, how others perceive you, and you have all of these coats. And underneath all of these coats, you stand, and you are ready to take it to the next level in who you are, your identity, your job, You are ready to change all of these coats into one. I hear the terminology Joseph and the Technicolor dream coat, the rainbow coat. It is about merging them all into one now. Not getting rid of them per se, but upgrading them to the next level by realizing that we are those coats, right down to our essence. So the distractions that make us believe we need to get those coats from outside of us, it's time to let them go. It's time to strip them off and stand naked. How? By bringing it all together. So place your feet on the floor for me. Take some nice deep breaths, and this is going to be simple. This is going to stand you in who you already are. Okay, so nice deep breath, and I just want you to hear all the noises around you and be aware of them. Don't block them out. Don't try and hide them. Be aware of them. One of the first steps is to realize our relation with things, be it our animals, our family, the world outside of us, and how we feel about things so that we can look at our relations and be in right relations. Just noticing everything outside of you and taking deep breaths in and releasing at a pattern that you need to bring yourself centered. And then take some deep breaths in and listen to your own breath. As it comes in and out. And do this for another 2 times. In and out. In and out. Letting that awareness be where it needs to be in your body. Now I want you to take your awareness to your mind, and it doesn't matter where it is or what it's doing, but just be aware. Is it busy? Does it have thoughts? Is it quiet or peaceful? Be aware of your mind. And then take your awareness to your body. Notice any aches or pains or energy that is different in one place to another. No judgment, no opinion, no healing necessary, just awareness. And then I want you to take your awareness to your essence, your very being, wherever it may be. Now, when I first did this exercise, my essence was floating everywhere. So let's just take a moment to acknowledge where it may be and just be in awareness and witness your essence. Now I want you to take this one step further and be aware of your mind and give it an image. And aware of your body and give it an image. And aware of your essence and give it an image. And now with the next breath in, what image can hold all of these factors together? An example, my mind was an eagle. My body was a jaguar. And my essence was a very old lady. A crone, a wise woman, a cave woman. And bringing them all together in my mind's eye, in my cellular core, I felt an older, wiser energy, wearing the skin of jaguar, wearing my body, with feathers from the eagle on the staff that would lead me forward. So have a play with that. Knowing that what you've done is birth the energy that will align you to whatever it is you are trying to achieve, that will help you through the next week in particular. And just take a moment with that energy, give thanks, and just bring your awareness back to the room. Not that it would have left much anyway, but bring your awareness back to your bottom on the chair or your feet on the floor or your skin. Touch your arms, your body, your hair, your hands. Just be, rub your face. Awareness back into the room. So that visualization will help you achieve what it is you're trying to achieve this week. So if you would like to feel peace and serenity and calm, what does that look like in your mind? What does that feel like in your body? And in its very essence, what is it? Who are you? How would that affect you? And just bring that into your cellular core. Okay. For the energies this week, so I keep saying for the energies this week, I've already mentioned that less is more. That is definitely what is coming through to simplify things. So when I was looking at the cards to read for this week, I just didn't resonate. I didn't resonate with the mythic tarot. I didn't resonate with the myths and the stories. I didn't resonate with the Greenwood tarot. I didn't resonate with the images that had come before me because it's very almost prehistoric deck. I didn't resonate, and what I really found myself resonating with was simplicity. So the deck I'm going to use are very simple images, and it feels the less we are distracted at the moment, the deeper we are digging to find our own answers. So the less we have, the less we are overcomplicating things, the more we are digging in to find simplicity in our own answers and our own being, this week in particular. And the more we are empowering others to do the same. So with that in mind, I'm going to look at the energies this week, because when it comes to individual and collective readings, I'm very aware of my own process in this, and that feels relevant, particularly from the 11th onwards this week. It is the 11-11 gateway, but when I look at the numerical structure, I see 4 ones. But I also look at the year of it being 4 and the Emperor and them coming together, but in their individuality as well. Being aware of what is going on out there, but also being aware of your own place and your own role and your own grounding and structure within that. So this morning, for example, on a personal level, the less is more that came through felt very linked to abundance. I found myself meditating, and with each of my energy centers, repeating affirmations. So with my root chakra, I am grounded. With my sacral, I am flowing. But with each energy center, they had 2 things in common. I also said, I am abundant, I am source. And it felt very important for me personally to connect to that remembrance that I am source in a physical body, and that brings great abundance. So this week in particular, ground into your body, ground into the earth, take time to realize that less is more, that there isn't always a need to prove our worth. It is automatically there. It is one thing to grow, it is another thing to stretch ourselves for outside reasons. It is the difference between self-worth and the worth that comes from others, other worth. Okay, so with that in mind, it feels very relevant this week to stand in our own with who we are, to ground in our own energy, and to connect to the upgrade that is possible when we do that. So I'm going to look at the energies for this week, although we already have. Okay. So as I was going to shuffle the cards, what clearly came through is less is more, remember? And the card that came out was the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords very much can speak of our mind running away with us, or sneakiness that can just trip us up this week in particular. I can feel the energy has gone up a notch, and there's great potential, as always, but great potential coming for those that are willing to go the distance. However, it doesn't feel like it's quite there yet. So keeping it simple. Keep it simple. Don't let the mind run away with itself this week in particular. Don't question if something is too good to be true. If it's simple and it's with ease and grace, it is for you. If it is hard, it isn't. I'm all for stretching, but within reason. Okay, if you feel as if you are swimming against the tide, you are. So now I feel like bringing in the water element. So why do we swim against the tide? From that firm belief that we are not connected to the earth, from that firm belief that we are not enough, that we have to prove something, We have to prove our very worth of being here. Nature is an ecosystem, and all the time we are needed, we are here, doing what we do. Okay, so this week in particular, recognizing, because we have the Page of Pentacles here, look after your physical body. Look after what you are here to do. Less is definitely more. Don't hold on to these old beliefs now, okay? Tie them up. Let's finish with them already. All the heartbreak that has come from it, the indecisions, the backwards and forwards. Less is more now. Tie it all up and let go of what isn't needed. Because as you can see here, the amount of abundance that is being missed because we hold on to these beliefs and we hold on to things having to be a certain way. And this week, try something different. This week, let go. This week, have less of how things used to be and possibly the potential of more new ways. This week, surprise yourself. Let the universe surprise you. So I'm going to give you an example. With my mother the other day, she allowed a healing. And as she did so, I felt this energy finally be accepted, but also I felt like I could do what I was there to do because she had opened up. Now, that had a huge impact on my own health. And when I came home and I was reflecting about it, I remember saying to a friend of mine, maybe that is how the earth feels. Maybe if we ask for help and then actually stop trying to push and receive, maybe the earth then feels more balanced because we have actually said, okay, I need help and I need to receive that, and then we give. And it is that flow and it is that balance, and it doesn't need overthinking. It is Aini. It is reciprocity. I can never say that word. It is grace and flow. This week in particular, it is there. It is there. If we let go, if we ask for help, if we are open to receive that help. If we look at our own balance of less is more. So what I almost see now is from the 11th, the ability to look at what we want, what we're trying to achieve, align ourselves in the center by looking at what we need to release in order to do so. So less is more. So for argument's sake, if we want more time with our family, less time at work. Yeah, if we want more money, maybe less things that we don't actually need. A real chance to upheave everything this week, almost like a deep cleanse, okay, to really look at what is necessary now, what we are carrying, what we want to take forward, because we don't have long to 2021. And, you know, we have a wonderful opportunity here, again, in these 4 weeks to stop, evaluate. Are we in alignment with where we are headed? Or are we being distracted and giving more than is necessary so that we just need to keep taking all those coats off again? So do have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the pack. It was actually upside down. Okay, so it isn't as hard as it seems. The 10, we are near enough there. It isn't as hard as it seems. It is an opportunity to get everything aligned. Okay, to rest, to recover, to recuperate. If you are repeating the same thing, stop. If you are doing the same thing with the same outcome, stop. Pause, breathe. Where is my mind at? Where is my body at? What is it saying? Our body is our greatest tool. What is it saying in reaction to this? Where is my essence? Get them aligned. Where do you want them to be and aligned to that? Less is more. Keep the balance of the scales. Okay, in particular this week. So, what is it leading up to? Well, I do have two other sprays here, and one is Superpower and one is Fear Fighter. And what I really feel is an opportunity leading up to the Sagittarius moon in December to finally release what has been going on for some since 2012 with the solar eclipse new moon in December, to finally aim for something different now. But not if we keep repeating the same patterns. Stop. Pause. Breathe. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You have done the work. There is no need to add all these extra things. Keep it simple. What is underneath everything that you are trying to achieve? Align with that. Take care. Have a wonderful week. 25 minutes is more than enough. And I shall see you next Monday. Bye.